Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 28th of July. Start with the FTSE quickly, not a huge amount more to say. Basically we've got the A, B and C. Initial decline followed by a very corrective looking what I count as a B wave. So we're still looking for some downside here, but we've got the summer doldrums with exaggerated moves, although the Facebook news was so bad, whether the move was exaggerated or not, I'm not sure. But we're still looking for a decline. It's just taking a long time to come in. Rather wearisome as such. Have a quick look at the action since its peak here, see whether there's anything of interest to say there. Right, on the FTSE we have an impulsive decline here. We have then have an A, an irregular B, it made a new low, very marginally. Possible C wave, not really confirmed. Currently prices around here, I think, because of the US action. So there's certainly a possibility of a reversal pattern here. I plan to use the 66-33 system, so I'll be looking to go short around here depending on the action we see. Alternatively, use an extreme stop below the lows here around 7640. There should be a link to the extreme stop in the email you get. If you're not a subscriber, then send me an email. Or I can't send you extreme stop, it's part of the subscription package. So you need to subscribe if that's of interest. But there is a possible, I wouldn't say it's very strong, but it's worth a few points risk because we could see a significant decline develop from here. Alright, daily chart of the DAX. So we had the peak here back in January. Possible 5-wave decline down to here. Two ways to count this rally. It could be an A, B, C. So this could be a 1-wave here, and then an A, B, C. So a bit of a spike yesterday on the daily basis. Again, we're looking for a decline here, but it's been rather frustrating waiting for it to come in. Looking for a decline at least equal to this fall here, so almost 2,000 points off the peak, so targeting around 11,000 or thereabouts. So I'll go down a leg. Right, quite an interesting form in fact. We have the peak here around 12,890. 1, A, B, C. 5-part 3-wave, A, B, C. So looking now for a possible 5th wave to complete that sequence, although of course it might accelerate. On the Dow we have a very similar pattern really, very messy beginning though, but that could be a 1, 2, quite a sharp 3 perhaps. Again an ABC suggesting that there is more downside to come, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if this thing is becomes rather bigger than it looks at the moment, but not a huge amount to go on, but there is this potential for a fall at this point. Right, having a look at gold, we have the peak here around 1360, a clear A, B, and I thought a complete 5, well certainly a complete 5 down to there to end it, but in the event we just saw an ABC. So the pattern we have now is ABC to here, and now the C wave is extended to a 1, 2, a possible 3 to there. That's not actually guaranteed, but that could be a 4, then a 1, 2, 3, ABC at the moment coming in. So we have a possible low in the 1200 to 1210 area, which could be an important low. Obviously we need to see some kind of form developing to confirm that, and I'll be looking for that, and we'll obviously advise accordingly if we see it. But right now more downside still looking likely. It's also possible this is actually part of 3. This is what I'm counting as 4 at the moment, as it's quite a small wave for a 4-wave. So we may well go even lower than that projection suggests. Bitcoin, we peaked 20,000 in December, roughly. Then we saw an A, B, C, A wave, a B wave, followed by another A, B, C, to a double zigzag down to the 5,800 low we saw at the end of June. So the question is, are we seeing impulsive action off this level to inspire thoughts that we may have finally seen the low? I think the chances, my view is that the odds are 70%, 80% that we have seen the low, but let's have a look at the price action. Right, it's irrelevant which of these two lows is a low, I think, because the same pattern can be made, but this is a 1-wave, this is a 2-wave. Now I think probably we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 here, so that becomes wave 3. ABC, that could be a complete fall, but it could extend. Nice thrust up actually on yesterday. My view is probably going to go higher at this point. Fairly good news on the ETF. There was this worry that the ETF that was turned down was the main one, the CBOE ETF, not the Winklevoss ETF. Quite a big difference. The Winklevoss ETF had two major flaws: no insurance apparently, and they were using a pricing service or pricing market which is more open to manipulation, whereas the CBOE ETF has both insurance and a more secure market base. It's also pretty experienced people, obviously. So I think perhaps we're going to see a fifth wave up from this point, and that would then give us a 5 waves up. So any move above here, really, above 8.5, would give us 5 waves up and suggest, or confirm to an extent in Elliott wave theory, that the low is actually in. Now, having seen 5 waves up, we expect a decline. How severe that decline is remains to be seen, but you expect really a test of the wave 4, so we might come back and revisit 7.8. Remains to be seen how the pattern plays out. I mean, I prefer to see the complete 5 before I get too carried away with analysing the actual patterns. Bitcoin actually remains fairly clear. Other markets all a bit iffy and uncertain. I mean, Bitcoin does stuff in a few weeks that other markets can take years to do. So it's far more dynamic. Even at this time, when in some doldrums, other markets are perhaps rather hazy and uncertain. Anyway, that's all for today. I found that interesting and useful. Thanks for listening. Please get in touch if you have any questions on this report. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.